Sagittarius singles, this is your reading for April 2018. So I'm going to pull your oracle cards at the end, and of course the extended reading will be the extension of this reading, and it'll split it up into fire, earth, air, and water depending on who you're dealing with, and some advice for you. Okay, so your overall energy is the Eight of Cups in reverse. This means that you're going or walking back into something. Underneath that you have the Six of Wands. And I feel like you're walking back into something to figure out if there's something there. It could be someone from your past that's actually coming back, or you going back to someone in your past because they are contacting you. Almost like they're giving you positive energy or feedback, or you know, they're interested and you want to see what's going on there. So it feels like you're walking back into something that you may have left before. In the past, you have the Magician in reverse. Okay, it feels to me like you didn't know what your options were. Like if you should give that person energy or not. You may have been in a relationship with this person or thinking about that relationship. And I feel like you don't know if you should have gave them energy or not. But there feels to me like to be some sort of communication, light communication, if any. It also feels like you don't want to be alone and you want to try your hand at luck with an individual or in love. So in your present energy for April, you have the Two of Wands. And I feel like you have an idea of wanting to be in a relationship. Okay, if there's someone that you're looking for specifically, this could be, but it just feels like to me like you have an idea of where you want to go and what you want to create when it comes to love. As your challenge, you have the Six of Cups, and this could be someone coming back in from your past, which it feels like to me, to have some sort of union. But the thing is, you already know what it is that you want. What connects these two is the Ace of Wands in reverse, which means that there is some sort of delay, or you're not sure on how this is going to work. Okay, maybe that passion that was once there for that person before, but I feel like you have an idea of where it is that you want to go, and I feel like you're going to try that. You're either having a hard time going back to this person or just not knowing where it is going to go. And that is really the challenge there. Okay, so moving forward, you have the Judgment in reverse. So this is about needing to make a move or needing to make a choice. Okay. I feel it's very interesting because it feels like you want to walk away, or you're already in a position where you're walking away and you need to make a choice. But it feels to me like you're sad because you can't give love, or you're sad because you're not getting that nurturing that you want. You may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. That you miss. But I feel like you're making a decision if you want to walk back into it or if you don't. But it feels to me as if you miss something. You miss someone. You don't want to be in a position where someone is just walking away from you either. And you're trying to make better judgments. It feels to me like you want to be the first person to walk away. You don't want to get into something and then have someone else walk away from you, because that doesn't feel fair. Your negative influence is the Three of Cups. There could be a third party situation that needs to be let go of, or that needs to end. Okay. And that is the challenge here. Yeah. You're standing by that, okay? Whatever it is, you know that there's a third party situation or a friendship that they have that's not going to fit in with what you need. Or there could be a friendship that you are dealing with that's not very good for you, okay? And I feel like you're at the beginning of realizing that, realizing this, and seeing what needs to be done so you can let it go. There's a need to let it go, though. Okay, there's something that's not sticking right with you, or that's not good for you, but you're holding on to it because you feel like you can kind of wait it out. But it's time for you to let that go and transform that area of your life. Your hopes is that a decision can be made here. That a decision can be made and there can be some growth within this situation. You might have actually be waiting on someone else to make a decision on you. And it feels like you're sad and you're waiting for them. You have all this love that you want to give to them, and you really want them to come back to you. That's what it feels more like that to me. Like you're waiting on a reunion. You have this idea of what it is that you want, but you're having trouble getting that off of the ground. First and the 15th, you have the Sun in reverse and the Star in reverse. So I feel like you're just waiting for things to come together. You definitely know a direction that you want to go in, okay? And it just... You're a little sad at the beginning, the first half of the month, and you're kind of losing hope and letting fate do that thing that it does, okay? But there's no abundance in what it is that you're dealing with in the first half of the month. Now, for the second half, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords, which is really good. That means that a situation is going to turn around. And I feel like there's going to be some communication. Someone needs to speak their mind, okay? So there's definitely going to be some communication about where someone wants to go, especially with the King of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune tells me that things are going to turn around for the good. Whatever the greater good is, that's when it'll turn around. It may not seem like that to you at that time, but it is for the greater good with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the King of Swords is telling me that this person is being very direct with their communication. They have thought about what it is that they are going to say, and they are going to say it. I don't feel like it's going to have any long-term energy, though, so be careful for that. It feels like it's just the conversation for now, so don't think too far ahead. Conclusion, you have the Temperance and the Five of Wands in reverse. So this means that you're going to have build some sort of foundation. There is going to be something here to be happy about, okay? And it has to do with not fighting anymore or not having that conflict. But with the Temperance, be careful. Remember to use patience and remember to stay calm during this. I'm hearing to tell you, because this is a weak spot in you feel like you kind of want to push it forward, but be careful about doing that and kind of just let things flow, okay? Because you are going into something new, okay? There will be, excuse me, there will be some attention coming towards you. I feel like this is an old person. It doesn't feel very much like a new person to me, okay? So for your advice, you have the Hangman, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So even though this is a very happy time and everyone's coming together and celebrating, remember where it is that you came from, okay? I feel like you've been waiting patiently and holding on, and because of that, you have this idea in your mind about how it's going to be. It's not going to be directly like that, okay? So you have to remember that, you know, this is the same person, and it's going to take time to actually learn how things are going. So this is just a really good introduction back into what it is that you had, okay? Be careful about holding on to old things or holding on to certain situations that need to change, because there is going to be some information that comes into you, and I feel like it's going to help the relationship move forward. Okay, so for your oracle cards, you have reconciliation and unrequited love. Okay, so reconciliation means that's what you want, and that's what's coming in. Someone's coming in from the past this month. Okay, now with unrequited love, to me, I'm hearing to be careful about your expectations, okay? Because it's going to feel that way if your expectations are too high. You also have love makes the difference. Love can help heal hurt past and provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance, okay? So that just remains a reminder to keep your heart open. Keep your heart open, okay, to love. Love lets in the hope of all possibilities, but you have to be patient, okay? You can't just jump right into it. But I feel like the decision is going to be made. And I feel like you just really want to give love. You want to provide love. You want to provide affection, so you can let this person know how you feel about them. You've already made the decision that you want this situation to grow. I can definitely see that. You can't see the change right now, but things are going to change. So you see, you have blessings. Count your blessings. A grateful heart attracts more joy, love, and prosperity. Okay? So keep your heart open. Keep love open, because you do have an opportunity here. And it looks to be someone that you were with in the past. And it's very interesting because I feel like you tried to reach out to them, but it was to no avail. You still know what you want, and you have this idea of being in a relationship with them. It's just not moving to the next step, but there will be some reuniting here. There's going to be delays though. So don't think that, but things will turn around. You're just not going to jump right into a relationship, okay? Remember what it is that you need emotionally and be able to communicate that with your partner clearly. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. If you would like the extended reading, that link's in the description box below, and I will see you next month. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye.